Hey, Russell of Hotels going live just for a couple minutes. You guys know how we do it. Today is Tuesday. What is the date? Today is Tuesday, November 12th, and it's time for On Air with Russell of Hotels. You know that live hospitality talk show everyone talking about? So, hey, this is the monologue section. I'm still getting used to my new camera up there. It's up there, and I'm like looking at it. But hey, hope you guys are doing well. I got a lot of stuff. I got a long time. What do they say? I got a long way to go and a short time to get there. So I got stuff I got to talk about, stuff I want. Hey, Russell of Hotels going live just for a couple minutes. Hey, you know what? I forgot to push the button. I'm sitting here looking. I'm like, why is that red light over there going on? I'm talking for about 2 minutes already. But anyway, hope you guys are doing well. Today is, like I said, today is Tuesday, November 12th. You know what? Stuff happens, And I was just wondering, like, why is this red light illuminating over in the corner of my eye? So, but anyway, hey, these things happen. I wasn't going to stop it and restart. I'm like, well, that wouldn't be right, would it? So anyway, today is, once again, Tuesday. Is show number 276, I believe. Yeah, it was 275 last week, which is a milestone. So thank you guys so much. I appreciate you guys rolling with me. I'm still getting used to the camera, right? So I gotta make sure I'm looking up and all that stuff. I don't have a teleprompter yet. Hopefully for next year somebody gets that for me, buys that for me for Christmas or something like that. But yeah, I need that. But I still have everything here. It's just that I'm looking here, looking there, and I forget to look up. But this is the monologue part. So basically, this is my chance to get things right. Make sure my comments are open so you can come on and make your comments. So let me just make sure that is going on. Yes. Wait a minute. Is it? What is that? What's going on? Okay, there we go. I'm like, what the heck was all that? I ain't never seen that before. But yeah, so comments are open, so feel free to make your comments. Hey, quick shout out to Mr. Lonnie Wolf. I just saw on LinkedIn that he was like laid up in the hospital bed. I'm not sure exactly what's going on, but just some prayers up for Mr. Lonnie Wolf for a complete recovery. People always say a speedy recovery. No, a complete recovery. Okay, that's what we need, right? It don't have to be fast. It's just as long as it's a complete recovery. So I'm not sure exactly what's going on, but hey, I saw that and I did send a little note as well. But I wanted to mention him on the show as well because he is an avid supporter of On Air with Russell of Hotels from back in the day, right? So when we first started, Lonnie Wolf was one of the first people that came on the show. So I appreciate you and definitely, want to make sure you're doing all right. So there you go, Mr. Lonnie Wolf. So yeah, like I said, we got a lot to take care of today. So I'm going to put you guys on hold for a second. We're going to get the intro on and then we're going to get the show started. Let's get this party started. In here, I don't think it goes like that. I may be a little off tone, but hold on one second. Let me hit a couple buttons and we're going to go from there. I just need to know which buttons to hit. Hold on one second. Okay, here we go.
Welcome to On Air with Russell of Hotels, where we talk about everything hospitality, from hotels to influencers and everything in between. We will feature guest interviews with hospitality professionals who will share their experiences. Your host, Russell Edmond, has spent over 25 years in the hospitality industry, beginning his career with Marriott International in hotel operations, before moving into the sales arena and becoming a relationship-building director of sales and marketing. Russell then went to the other side as a hospitality entrepreneur. He now consults in the hotel and meeting space, which includes being the CEO of Russell of Hotels Group. Did I mention he was a veggie foodie? Yes. Russell is always looking for good non-meat eats. Please welcome your host, Russell Edmond.
Hey. Thank you again for joining On Air with Russell of Hotels, that live hospitality talk show. It's show number 276, and today is Tuesday, November 12th. So thank you guys so much for being here, and I apologize for the little, what do you call it, a faux pas, snafu, whatever that was initially when I first came on. I didn't hit the red button. The red button was illuminated in the corner of my eye, and I'm like, what is that red light over there? Why is that on? Why is it illuminated? But anyway, things happen, and you just keep it moving. So okay, darn, it happened. All right, so keep it moving, Russell. So once again, thank you guys so much. This is now when I do this show as well as my daily check-in with Russell of Hotels. Every show that I do, I'm showcasing a hotel. So I started working on doing more in my backyard. What does that mean, Russell, your backyard? So hotels that are near me. So hotels within a 5-mile radius of where I live, right? So back in the day in sales, when I was in the, sales department, we always want, certain markets required you to do more business in your backyard. So you would draw a circle around your hotel and say anything within 5-mile radius of the hotel, that's where I would concentrate on getting business, depending on the market I was handling that day. Maybe it was corporate. So if it was corporate, not that day, but when I was working, it was you were assigned a market segment or a territory or whatever. So draw a circle around your hotel, and that the furthest point would be 5 miles. So you want to make sure you work 5 miles in. So the same thing, same concept for me when I'm going to hotels or checking out hotels or whatever. I want to make sure I'd hit the ones in my backyard, because we sometimes forget, 80% of our business came from within 5 miles of your hotel, right? So 80% of the hotels are within 5 miles of where I live, right? So why not, kind of make sure you don't forget about those hotels. So a couple of days ago, I was at the Renaissance LAX just to kind of reacquaint myself with the property. It's still nice. It's still there. Still one of my favorites there at the LAX area. And one thing I like about it, that it's not on Century Boulevard. So it's off of Century. It's actually on Airport Boulevard. So if you're coming from the airport, say you're going east on Century Boulevard, leaving the airport, you would come to Airport Boulevard, make a left, and you drive maybe about a quarter of a mile or so. It would be on your right-hand side. So there you go. I have the specifics of the hotel just in case you wanted them. If you didn't want them, I got them anyway. So I'm going to get to those in a minute. But yeah, so every daily check-in, every On Air with Russell of Hotels, you're going to get, a hotel that I've actually checked out or experienced, or, both checked out and experienced. So there you go. There you go. And once again, I'm still trying to get used to this damn camera, and it's up and I'm down, for whatever. So let's move on. So the specifics of this hotel, let me move my head and when you're doing this, like getting ready for the show, everything is like perfect. But then when you get to the actual show, things could be askew. So anyway, so I had to move my chair just in case you didn't see. So this is one of the guest rooms, right? So this is the specifics of this hotel: 502 guest rooms, 12,077 square feet of meeting space. So it's not as far as meeting space is concerned, doesn't have a huge amount of space for the size of the hotel, 502 rooms, but it's sufficient, right? And what I like about the hotel is that the meeting space is on one side, and then the front desk, the elevators, and all that stuff are on the other side. So the bar, restaurant are on the opposite side of where the meeting space is. So I think that's kind of cool. Then that way you don't have people just happen to go through like, oh my God, what's going on here? Well, no, they're only there because there's meeting space over there. So, of course, you're always going to get some stragglers that are just walking around just trying to explore the hotel like me. But, they'll quickly know that, I'm not supposed to be here. Because, you can't walk around from the meeting space. There's not another way you can get to the front desk, right? So, but like I said, it's cool. I like it that it's convenient. The meeting space is, like I said, tucked away from just the, people just walking through and that kind of stuff. So I love it for that. It was built in 1991. dang, was it built as a Renaissance? I'm trying to, yeah, I think it originally was built as a Renaissance. I remember this because the guy by the name of Daryl Stewart used to work there. And actually, Daryl Stewart is now the director of sales and marketing at the Hilton in Culver City. So I just remember him working at that hotel, me going to, I don't know, say hi, visit him or whatever. I don't remember what the heck it was, but I don't remember what year that was. But 91 seemed like a good year. What were you doing in 91? Anyway, last renovation was 2018. Now the rule of thumb for renovations is what? Every 7 to 10 years, there should be a renovation, a refresh or something of that hotel. Okay, so typically that's what it is. Now it used to be like 7 years, right? It was like 7 years, that's it. But no, and now it's kind of 7 to 10 years. The COVID, kind of took the wind out of, owner sales and things like that. And like, you know what, let's spread this out to maybe 10 years or so. I don't know if they came to an agreement, they came together and came up with that, but I just noticed those are the trends now, 7 to 10 years. And of course I do my research. Of course I've been to enough hotels to know that is, basically it. 7 to 10 years. There you go. And then it's a Renaissance. So it is a Marriott family, one of the Marriott family of brands. Marriott has 31, 32 brands, somewhere around there. They add them all the time, but I want to say it's 31, 32, and Renaissance is one of those. So what does that mean for you, Joe consumer, a Joe hotel person? That means you get your Bonvoy points. So if you're not a member of Bonvoy, make sure you do that. That's the loyalty program. Used to be called Marriott Rewards, and of course, everybody knows this now, Bonvoy. But just in case there's some people on there like, I don't know, what is Bonvoy? What does that mean? Bon voyage? What does that mean? No, Bonvoy is the name of the program. It used to be formerly named Marriott Rewards, now Bonvoy. There you go. Just bottom line, sign up for it and get your points if you stay at any of the 32 brands that Marriott has underneath its, underneath the name Marriott. So there you go. So you got the specifics of the hotel. Oh, I was there for a luncheon. I said, you know what? Wouldn't this be a cool photo just to take? I'm at my dinner. I'm sitting at the table, with my salad, which I think that's the only thing I ate because I think the lunch was probably fish or something like that. And not that, I'm against people that eat fish. I just don't eat it, right? I'm all about the non-meat eats. So the salad was the only thing that was non-meat eats. I think I even asked for a vegetarian plate. I'm not sure if that's the one. No, I didn't get one. I don't think they had one. Did you order it? Did you pre-order? I'm like, no, I didn't pre-order. I mean, shouldn't they have them like one or two in the back somewhere? Can they throw some vegetables together? But anyway. But yeah, so I think I was just happy with the salad that day. Maybe I had more than one salad. I think that's what it was. We don't have an option for you, or because I didn't order ahead of time or something like that. So they gave me 2 salads. I'm like, okay, that's fine. 2 plates of lettuce. I appreciate that. A little excitement there, but no, it was cool. But I do love this hotel. Just in case you did not know, now you know. The blog. Okay, I always talk about the blog. That's my blog. Okay, so every show I always have a topic. So if that's the daily check-in or if that's here on air with Russell of Hotels, there is a topic, and I will later, it's not on there now, but after the show is over at some time, hopefully at some point, hopefully by the end of the day today, I have the topics on the blog. So anything I talk about, you don't necessarily have to take notes and all that stuff. Let me write this down. No, it's going to be on the blog. So just make sure, just hold off, wait to the blog, and then you can print it from the blog or however you want to do it from there. But just go russellofhotels.com and you just go to the blog, drop down, hit that button, bing, and it'll pop up, and like everything I talked about will be right there. So make sure you guys do that. I always want to make sure I remember to mention the blog to everyone. Hey, this is great news, right? This is great. So thank you so much to Paula C. A quick shout out to Paula C. with Cloudbeds. She invited me to be on a podcast next week. It's going to be next Wednesday, November 20th at 9 a.m. Live here on LinkedIn. So make sure you guys are there. If not, I understand that maybe it's a little early. It's really early. It's going to be early for me too. No, it's actually kind of late for me. I'm up and going at 6 a.m. every day. So there you go. So when she said 9 a.m., my time, I'm like, okay, that's cool. Hey, I'm up. I can do it. Not a problem. So yeah, so we're going to talk about attracting group bookings, a winning blueprint for hotels. We're going to talk a little bit about, what you should be doing, what hotels should do to get more group bookings, or how hotels should basically position themselves so they're able to receive that stuff. So we'll talk about that next week. So I'm looking forward to that. So I just want to thank Paula C for asking me to be on there. Paula C and I have collaborated probably about three or four times on different, platforms, like on my show, her show, and just doing things like lives on IG and things like that. So I met Paula C some years ago on LinkedIn, right? So you can forge great relationships through LinkedIn if you allow yourself to do that, right? Now, if you're, I wouldn't do that, or I don't want to do that, okay, you're only gonna get what you want, right? But if you put yourself out there, you just never know what's gonna come your way. So I appreciate myself for putting myself out there, because if it's your brand, especially if it's your brand, right? If it's your brand and you're trying to grow it, and people are giving you opportunities to come on, people that are international. Paula C's in Brazil, okay? So if you want to be known to an international audience, then you have to put yourself out there. That's all I'm saying. So it's all about branding. It's all about putting your brand out there. It's all about remembering you are the brand, right? You may work for a brand, you may represent a brand, but the brand starts with you, which a lot of people that doesn't resonate with people. They're like, what do you mean I'm the brand? Yeah. Everything that you do is basically your brand, right? People will buy you before they buy anything else. So say you're trying to sell something, whatever that is, a widget, a pen, or whatever, they have to be comfortable with you before they become comfortable with buying whatever the heck you're pushing, right? You're peddling. Okay. So just make sure you know that the brand, it all begins with you. Okay. Not the place you work, because the place you work, the hotel that you work in, it's not living and breathing. It can't have a conversation. You can like or dislike a hotel, but just remember this. The difference between the hotel, this one hotel, and the hotel across the street are the people. Okay, you buy off on the people before you stay there. Yeah, you may get points and you may do all that, but at the end of the day, it's the people that are going to keep you coming back. Okay, if that's someone at the front desk, if someone when you made your reservation, if that's someone, the valet person when you parked your car or when you drove up, those are the reasons why you come back to a hotel. So it's the feeling you get, that feeling of hospitality. And you can only get that from person to person. You cannot get that from the building. Oh, I love that hotel. Why do you love that hotel? Oh, because I got the feeling of hospitality. From a building? No, you can't get it from a building. You get hospitality from people. It goes from person to person. It's how you're made to feel. Okay, that's what hospitality is. At least that's what it is to me. Maybe you have your own definition, but I know how I like to feel when I go to a hotel, and it's not from the building. Okay, so there you go. So Paula C, thank you again. I appreciate you inviting me to come on. So once again, attracting group bookings, a winning blueprint for hotels, live on LinkedIn, hosted by Miss Paula C and Cloudbeds. It's going to be live November 20th, 20th of 24 of this year, like next week. And that's at 9 a.m. once again, PST. That's in California. It's going to be 9 o'clock. There you go. Do I need to say anything else? I don't think so. I think that's it. I think that's kind of explained everything. But we love Paula C. Paula C's the one for me. Anyway, I've been saying that for years, since I've known her, right? Anyway, so the topic for today is, I haven't got to the topic, but I'm going to read this before I get to the topic, right? So when you build brand awareness, obviously it's about brand awareness, right? When you build brand awareness effectively, it naturally leads to brand excitement. As people become more familiar with your brand, they start to engage with it on a deeper level, sharing it with others, creating buzz, and even becoming loyal advocates. This excitement amplifies your reach, attracts more interest, and builds an enthusiastic community around your brand. For hotels, brand awareness isn't just about being known. It's about creating memorable experiences that turn awareness into excitement and ultimately guest loyalty. And that comes from ROH. That's Russell of Hotels. So leading up into the topic is 5 things to create brand excitement. So that thing that I read was basically about, how brand awareness creates brand excitement. Okay, so it's going to be like 5 things to create brand excitement. So hold on, take your notes. Now this will be on? Yeah, this is on my. This will be on my blog as well. So like I said, every topic that I have, and this is the topic for today. So every topic that I go through, it will be on the blog. So how do you get to the blog? Once again, russellofhotels.com. But this won't be on until later today. Okay, so just so you know, but follow along, pay attention, follow along. So, okay, see, once again, I had this thing all set up. Now I got to move over. And I still can't see it. Okay, there we go. There we go. That's a good thing I have a chair that swivels. A swiveling chair is always important. Muy importante to have a swiveling chair. So, this is one of the guest rooms at the, this is actually a double. Okay, what does that mean? Burger, you can get, it's near In and Out? No, a double room. So it's a room with 2 beds, and the beds happen to be doubles. Okay, that's the type of room. So, remember, it used to be twins, doubles, queens, and kings. Okay, so they actually have double queens, which means there's 2 queen size beds. I even seen some hotels that have double kings. They're that big, the rooms are that large, and it was obviously older hotels because they don't make hotels that big, hotel rooms as big as they used to back in the day. So I've seen them like double kings, right? I'm like, damn, 2 king size beds in one room. But yeah, some hotels still have that. So this is a double. This is all the rooms, the double rooms, the ones with 2 beds are doubles at the Renaissance LAX. So I just thought I'd clarify that because someone out there is like, those beds seem a little small. Are those doubles or queens? Okay, well, I just clarified it. Those are doubles. So there you go. Double, in and out. I don't know why I came up with that. But, okay. 5 things to create brand excitement. Number 1. Okay, hold on before I get to that. Here are 5 powerful ways to build brand excitement. That's what you want to do. Build brand excitement. You want people to be excited about your brand. With an emphasis on creative strategies like partnering with Russell of Hotels and promoting your brand through innovative channels. Okay, so these are 5 powerful ways to build brand excitement with an emphasis on creating strategies like, and I just read this, but I'll read it again because I love saying my name, like partnering with Russell of Hotels and promoting your brand through innovative channels. Number 1, engage with a trusted industry voice. Okay, what does that mean, Russell of Hotels? Partnering with established industry influencers like Russell of Hotels can build credibility and excitement around your brand. With Russell's extensive reach and reputation in hospitality, featuring your brand on his platforms like On Air with Russell of Hotels can create an authentic connection with his audience of industry professionals, travelers, and decision makers. Yeah, so never don't take it lightly that if you have a show like this that you're able to promote what you do. Okay, so don't take that lightly. Don't shy away from that because I'm sure there's someone out there. Oh my God, he's just patting himself on the back. Well, no. If I don't if I don't tell people and educate people, you're not gonna know. People may sit out there and not know exactly what Russell of Hotels does. Well, one of those things is create brand awareness, which hopefully we create some brand excitement too. And coming on a show like this is a creative way to show, your hotel, what you're talking about, what you stand for, hotel wise, and where it's located, what it's near. All those different things, because sometimes we leave things to the guest imagination or the potential guest imagination. Like, they're going to think, oh, maybe they're near here, maybe they're near there, maybe it's, too far. If they don't know, if no one's there to kind of guide a potential guest, like, oh no, we're located here, this is what we have to offer. People don't know, right? And we always think that everyone knows about our hotels, and they don't. Oh, I'm at the XYZ hotel. No, I didn't know that. Where is that again? You don't know where it is? No, I don't know where it is. You have to let people know who you are. Okay, just remember this, and I'll probably say this 10 times before the end of this show. Let people know who you are, what you do, and how you can help them. That's the same thing. I mean, for your personal brand, that's what you should do. But let people know where you work too. Let them know about that hotel, right? This is what I do. This is who I am. This is what I do at this particular hotel, and this is how I can help you. Those are things that we should let people know all the time. We're always talking about this elevator pitch. Get your 30-second elevator pitch. Tell people who you are, what you do, and how you can help. Keep it that simple and keep it moving, right? Because guess what? Everyone's not going to need your help. It can be a timing thing, right? It's always about timing, right? When people want to book a group or whatever, they're not booking a group 24/7, 365 days a year. No, they may just book 2 meetings a year, but you got to be in line for those 2 meetings a year, right? You have to be ready to receive that business, and you got to make sure you let people know who you are, what you do, and how you can help, because you don't want to leave anything left to their own imagination or their own interpretation. So you have to make sure you let people know what's going on. So anyway, engage with a trusted industry voice. I already said that, but partnering and established with an established industry influence like a Russell of hotels. Okay. So I already said that one. I don't want to read that again because people are like, oh my God, he keeps reading the same stuff over and over again. Number 2, showcase your brand on a hospitality podcast. Okay. What does that mean? Promoting your business on a popular hospitality podcast, such as On Air with Russell of Hotels, can expose you to a highly targeted audience. Through podcast features, you can share your brand story, highlight your unique offerings, and connect with listeners in a relaxed, engaging format. Podcasts provide an opportunity to reach an audience that's already interested in travel and hospitality trends, increasing the likelihood of excitement and engagement. And that's when you create that awareness, what do you want? You want to get that excitement and engagement. Okay. So coming on a show like this where we're going to have a conversation, not going to be an interview, because you got a job and I got a job, right? So we're just going to have a conversation about, how you got started building your brand, right? So people know, oh, this guy or this young lady, oh, she does this, she does that. How do you know that? Because I saw her on the show and she was talking about how she started in the industry. I found out that she chose hospitality. Because what do you mean by that? Because Russell of Hotels asked her, did you choose hospitality or did hospitality choose you? And she went into her whole career, how she started and where she is now, like her whole progression from where she started to where she is now. And then she talked about her hotel, what she does for this hotel, this current hotel, and how it's here and it's located there. And it's great for this, it's great for that. All those kind of things. You can be as creative as you want to be, right? There you go. That's what it's all about. That's about connecting and building, communities and all that stuff, because people are going to rally behind people that are on the show, right? They're going to be like, oh my God, I didn't know she did this. I didn't know she did that. Oh, I know her, but I didn't know she did that. I heard of her, but I didn't know that. I know that hotel. Now I know someone that works there. All those kind of things, they do happen, right? So, but they won't happen unless you put yourself out there. So we have to be, mindful of, people may be watching. So let me put myself out there. So you get an opportunity to go on, just like I got an opportunity to go on Cloudbeds podcast with Paula C. You take advantage of those things. You don't just shy away from them. Oh no, that's for someone else to do. No, if you're trying to build awareness, brand awareness, this is not selling. This is creating brand awareness. This is so people know but who you are, what you do, and how you can help them. And along the way, you bring your hotel with you as well, right? I'm bringing, they're talking about me, they're asking me questions, but I'm bringing my brand along with me. I'm bringing the brand that I represent as whoever you are, but I'm bringing the brand that I represent as far as that hotel or that CVB or that transportation company, whatever in the world of hospitality that you happen to be in, you're bringing that along with you as well. And that's what people want to see. They want to hear the story. How'd you get there? And what's the story about that hotel? All that kind of stuff. Is it located downtown? I heard it was downtown. Yeah, it's near the bank building. Oh, it used to be a former bank. Like, I want to hear about that. All the building in the 20s. Oh my God, I love, hotels or buildings that were built in the 20s. I mean, there's a whole, you got to tell the story. You have to tell the story. And people, they tend to forget about telling the story. That's half the battle. Number 3, create engaging, and feel free to make comments. I'm sorry, the comment is open. I think I did say that earlier. Comment section is open, so feel free to make comments. Say, hey, what's going on? This sucks. Whatever you want to say, that's fine. And create engaging, experience-based content. Use experience-driven content to show how your brand stands out. Visual content, including live videos, hotel tours, or behind-the-scenes insights, can spark curiosity and excitement. Working with Russell to feature your brand on his daily check-ins or social media can amplify this content, giving viewers a first-hand look at your brand in action. Did you know and this is getting away from the platforms I'm using now, but say you were doing a live it was just you on Instagram. There's a feature where you can show, as you're talking about your hotel, you can show videos and photos of what you're talking about. Like I can show these right now on this, right? Because that's the way this platform. So I can show videos if I wanted to. I can show these photos as well. But on Instagram, you're talking like you're in a box, right? And then all of a sudden you hit the feature, and then a video comes up, and you're kind of like narrating it as it's happening, or still photos, or however you want to do it. You can do all that. So there's a lot of opportunity to do stuff like that, but people just don't know that they can do it. Or you can come on a show like this, and as we're having a conversation, it's a split screen. Maybe your logo is being shown, or maybe there's a video going on in the background, or maybe there's just a photo like this. Hey, these are double doubles, right? Oh, these are double. Yeah, we have 127 of these, and we got 70 kings and all this. I mean, that opens up an opportunity for you to talk more about your hotel or your brand. So there you go. There you go. Number 4, offer exclusive promotions and incentives. Excite your audience by offering exclusive deals or VIP access through Russell of Hotels. Create time-sensitive promotions or discounts for podcast listeners and social followers, creating a sense of exclusivity and urgency. Offering unique incentives will encourage engagement and help convert curious viewers into loyal customers. So you may have people that are on the fence about using your particular hotel, right? You come on and you give life to it. You give life not just to you and your brand, but you're talking up this hotel that they may have heard of, but not really, used it. Maybe they're on the fence. I mean, you can be as creative as you want to be. You can talk as much as you want to about your hotel, your brand, because that's what it's all about, right? Because like I said, you can add something that people may not have known about it. You got a story. They may see the hotel, but they don't know the story in back of it. Okay, that it used to be a bank back in the 1930s, and now it got converted to a hotel, and now it's this and now it's that, and they still have the bank vault in there. And I'm talking about a real hotel too, right? So there's a lot of those stories that are out there that will intrigue people to listen, to go explore, or maybe to even stay there, or maybe even take a group there. So there you go. Who knows? Who knows? Number 5, encourage user-generated content and community involvement. Encourage customers to share their own experiences with your brand by creating campaigns that invite them to post photos or testimonials. Russell of Hotels can amplify this content by showcasing it on his platforms, building a sense of community and excitement. Seeing real customer experiences fosters trust and drives more people to engage with your brand. You want to create that buzz, right? Like, oh my God, I saw this guy, or he's talking about this hotel on this particular show, and I want to go check it out now. It's creating this buzz. These strategies will build brand excitement by leveraging trusted partnerships, tapping into targeted audiences, and encouraging authentic engagement. Working with Russell of Hotels not only strengthens your brand's credibility, but also positions you in front of a highly engaged, hospitality-focused community. So it's endless. The opportunities, the possibilities are endless, but you have to do it. You have to be the one to take the leap or take that next step to do it, right? So the platform is there. That's what it's here for. That's what it's here. That's why I created this platform years ago and done 270. Well, this is 276. This is my 276th show. Not to mention the hundreds that I've done with the daily check-in, right? So I've done those. Those are 4 days a week, and I've done those for the last 2 years, right? So I'm sure that's got to be in the thousands, right? Yeah, I'm sure it is. So it's all about putting it out there, right? You have to start somewhere, and why not start? I'll just say that. Why not start whenever you want to start? So anyway, once again, those things will be on the blog. So don't worry, it's not going anywhere. So anyway, who's hiring? Who's hiring? Who's hiring? And who's hiring? So I always talk about who's hiring, but remember these jobs are in the greater Los Angeles area, okay? So they're not in Florida, they're not in Atlanta, okay? Or they're not in Buffalo, New York, okay? So I just thought I'd throw that out there. So who's hiring? Sheraton Park Hotel in Anaheim. They're looking for a director of sales and marketing. Millennium Biltmore, downtown Los Angeles. They're looking for a revenue manager, okay? The Sheraton Universal, they're still looking for a director of sales and marketing. Or it was a director of sales. I think they're looking for a director of sales. So the Sheraton Universal, my former hotel, I was the director of sales and marketing there some years ago. That's my last hotel. They're looking for a director of sales and marketing. Maybe I need to apply. There you go. And then, I'm sure this is a highly sought after position right here. LA Tourism. They're looking for a chief sales officer. Now that's a big wig. So I'm sure there's people lined up. I'm sure they're getting tons of resumes for that. But hey, you may be the right person for there. So make sure that one is on LA Tourism Chief Sales Officer. That's on searchwide.com. So go searchwide.com. The other ones are on Indeed. Okay. So searchwide.com, for people that don't know this, you get a lot of those CVB jobs like DMOs, CVBs, some hotels, but not very few. So basically tourism agencies, CVBs, convention and visitors bureaus, or destination marketing organizations. That's what you will find on searchwide.com. So make sure you check that out. But yeah, that LA tourism one, I would say I think that's the hottest one out there. So, and they need someone that's going to hit the ground running, because it's at the end of the year. I'm sure they want to hire somebody by the end of this year, hit the ground running going into 2025, because there's a lot in LA that's going on that, I'm sure there's a lot of things that haven't got any attention. I don't know. Maybe I'm just throwing it out there, but it'd be one of those positions that are high profile position, but you got to be creative. Bring your creativity to the table, right? Don't try to do what everybody else is doing. I'm telling you, don't try it. And this goes for any director of sales position, I would think, director of sales and marketing. You got to be creative about how you do things. Don't go in there doing the same things that everyone else is doing or that you've been doing. You got to kind of recreate what you do and, and show some excitement and show some buzz and create community and know who your brand is, know what your brand is, know what you stand for, and know how you can take that brand to the next level by being the true brand that you are, right? So I'm just saying that I'm just trying to get you guys hyped. Whoever is interested in that position, I'm trying to get them hyped because I think I live in LA too, right? And I just think that it needs someone that has dynamic energy and dynamic marketing or sales experience, and someone that's not afraid to do something that's not mainstream. Let's go after groups that aren't mainstream, or let's be creative about how we do certain things. Let's don't do it the same way everyone else is doing it. And this is LA, right? So you can be as creative as you want to be. This is LA. That's what LA is for, right? For creative minds, right? So you gotta, stand on your head. Remember Go See Cal? He would stand on his head to sell a car. You gotta do whatever you gotta do in LA, okay? Stand on your head, walk around and selling ice cream, be the good humor man, push, whatever you need to do to set yourself apart or set your destination apart from anything else. You have to do that. I mean, I don't know where that came from, but boy, it just poured out of me. So, oh man, we're almost done. We're almost at the end. So, just bear with me for a little while longer. Remember, this show On Air with Russell of Hotels is every Tuesday at 1:00 PST. So don't forget that, because I'll be here, right? So every Tuesday at 1:00. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do the show. This is show number 276. That would be show number 277. So just make sure you are here. Same platform, everything, same time. I've been doing the same time, same day, same time since its inception. So I started back in 2019. It was always at 1:00 on Tuesdays, and it will always be on Tuesdays at 1:00 if I can help it. So, and one thing that people cannot say, you can say a lot of things about me. People say, oh, that Russell, he's this, he's that, or he doesn't do that. But one thing you cannot say is that Russell of Hotels or Russell Edmond is not consistent. Russell is consistent. If he says he's going to do it at 1:00 on Tuesdays, he's going to do it at 1:00 on Tuesdays. If he said on Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, he's going to do a daily check-in in the afternoon. Now, I don't have a specific time for the daily check-in. I'll just say I'm going to do it in the afternoon. If he say he's going to do it, he is going to do it. So consistency is not an issue here, because when you agree to do things on a show, on a podcast, you have to be consistent, right? If you say you're going to post things at a certain time, because this is all about marketing, it's all about branding, okay? And if I don't do what I say I'm going to do, well then what good is my brand if I can't practice what I preach, right? So no, if I say I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it, and I have been doing it. So it's proven that Russell of Hotels. How do you know it's proven? Because he's done 275 or 276 episodes of On Air with Russell of Hotels. And go to LinkedIn, YouTube, and Facebook to see how many daily check-ins he's done. If you start counting, I guarantee you it is in the thousands, just the daily check-in. And the other day, I didn't realize this, right? On YouTube, I've done, and this is before, no, I guess the daily check-in may be a part of them. I've done well over 1,000 YouTube videos. I was like, what? Over 1,000? It was 1 point something, 1,000 whatever, not 1 point something million, but you see the numbers on YouTube. It's like, I don't know, 1,500, something like that. I don't know, but it's just, why am I saying that? Because consistency is the key. Consistency will always win out. Okay, especially when it comes to social media. The people that do well because of social media is because they're being consistent. You have to be consistent. You have to continue to post. You have to continue to tell people who you are, what you do, and how you can help them. Even if you're a brand, an individual, or you represent a company or an organization, you want people to remember who they are, who you are, okay? And the only way you can do it is by showing yourself, being heard, Okay, that's it. There's no other way to put it. Boom, I said it. I'm done with that. So anyway, any questions at all? I'm a resource for this hospitality industry, hotels, CVBs, whatever it is under the realm of hospitality, that hospitality industry. So any questions, just reach out to me. You can email me, russell@russellofhotels.com. You can go to my website, russellofhotels.com. My phone number's there. You can call me. I see people been doing the WhatsApp. They've been calling. I'm like, why? All of a sudden, because I mentioned it, I guess, all of a sudden people call me on WhatsApp and they just want to just say hi, just to make sure I'm answering the phone. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna answer the phone. Yeah. Who's this again? Oh, I just happened to catch your show and blah blah blah. They're in another country. They're in Europe. You know what I mean? So I'm like, hey, if you have questions, they didn't have any questions. They just called to see if I was going to answer because I say, if you call me on that, I will answer. And normally, if I don't recognize a number, I don't. But I don't normally get WhatsApp calls either. I'm like, well, let me answer this WhatsApp call on the WhatsApp hotline. I get these calls on Facebook as well. The Facebook hotline, I get those too. So however you want to get a hold of me, I'm here for that, right? So it's not up to me. It's up to you. However you want to deliver a message, it's up to me to answer it, okay? So once again, any questions at all, email me, russell@russellofhotels.com, or go to my website, russellofhotels.com. And if you want to call me, you can call me. If you want to slide into my DMs on LinkedIn or Instagram, Facebook, however you want to do it, I'm here for all of that. So that's it. So thank you guys so much. I appreciate you guys joining. I think that's it. Yeah, that is it. That's it. Make sure you guys remember, well, tomorrow's the daily check-in, and I'll make sure I continue to inform you of next Wednesday when I'm on with Paula C. But I just want to make sure that you guys put it on your calendar, right? Because we're going to have fun. We're going to have fun. It's not going to all be serious. I like to have a good time, right? But still giving good content and good information as well. It's okay to come on these things and have fun and laugh and joke and be silly, okay? And just be you, okay? If that's how you are, then you need to continue to do that. But if you're serious, like some people get on, they're serious and they're curing cancer and all that stuff. Well, if that's how you are, that's fine. That's just not me, right? So I'm going to be how I am, and I encourage people that get an opportunity to come on and to be a guest on a show like this, just be you. So however you are, just continue to be you, and people will like you just for being you. So there you go. So that is it. Thank you again for joining On Air with Russell of Hotels, that live hospitality talk show. Until tomorrow for the daily check-in, you guys have a great day, and I guess that's it. Peace.
Thank you for joining On Air with Russell of Hotels. Please tune in every Tuesday at 1 p.m. as we talk to other hospitality professionals. Your feedback is important to Russell. Feel free to email him at russell@russellofhotels.com with any questions or suggestions. Until next time, try not to be a person of success, rather become a person of great value.